I am going to do this video while eating a banana. Hello, faithful viewers. How's it going? I know I said yesterday that I was going to start reading The Audacity of Hope by Barack Obama, and I lied. Well, I didn't completely lie. I'm going to start reading it, but I'm going to read it concurrently with this book that I found at the library yesterday. It's called The Limits of Power by Andrew J. Bacevich. Andrew. It's about kind of trying to define what the problems are with America today. Part is that we're in wars with no exit strategy and no real end in sight. Part of it is just a kind of consumerism of America. He said that if there was one word that could describe the pursuit of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it would be more today. And that Americans are always kind of caught up in this pursuit of how can I get something more than what I have. Not quite in like a greedy sense of the word, but more in like that's the way Americans are. We live to conquer. We live to get the next thing. He made a point in the first chapter that I thought was really interesting, and actually in stark contrast to the Ambrose book of short essays that I just read. George Bush, in his 2005 inaugural speech, talked about how America has a tradition of liberation. That sounds like a really great thing, and that, you know, we're freeing people and we're all about liberty and justice and freedom, and that wasn't really true. He said that that tradition of liberation was really kind of a skewed way of looking at history, that the American Civil War, liberating the slaves wasn't really about what the Civil War was about. That in World War II, freeing the Nazis or building democracies was not the first thing on the minds of the soldiers. That was really different from what Ambrose said concerning those things and others, that the American GIs brought with them into Europe democracy and a different way of thinking, that the American GIs handled themselves in a different way that spoke of that liberation, that freedom, that liberty. They weren't trying to move in as conquerors, Ambrose was telling us, but rather as liberators, as people who were bringing democracy, were bringing new ways of life that were different from what these people had ever experienced, that would hopefully give them a quality of life that was better than what they had had. I'm not done with the book yet. It's really good. It has a lot of really sharp points to make that are truthful and not always the nicest thing, but I think he writes in a very respectful manner, and he writes in a way that's attempting to diagnose a problem while giving constructive criticism rather than just tear down what we have right now. I haven't been eating my banana. So, I'd like to give a shout out to Mimi, because I said I would do something in the video about her and a ninja. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap. And also, send me your emails. I really like it if people would leave comments or, you know, ask some things that they like to see. Or even if you just have a stupid gimmick that you want me to do, like eating a banana while talking about liberation. I'm running out of things to do for the beginning and end of the videos. I can only do so much in 7 seconds. That's mildly amusing. And I'm running out of props because I've used everything in the immediate vicinity of my desk. Send me an email and I'd love to answer your questions. Make sure you're writing your 1,000 words. I just wrote about the time that I spit on my older brother because my sister told me to.
Feeling for us to get together and sing, sing.